Welcome to Mock Interview Pro, where today we're diving into the world of protection engineering. If you're preparing for an interview in this field, you're in the right place. We're going to walk through some key interview questions, starting with how you collaborate effectively as part of a team on challenging projects. Can you share an experience where you successfully worked as part of a team to tackle a challenging protection engineering project? This question helps interviewers understand your teamwork skills and how you contribute to group efforts and complex projects. Let's look at some tips to frame your answer effectively. Use the STAR method: situation, task, action, result. Emphasize your specific role and contributions within the team. Mention any collaboration tools or techniques that facilitated teamwork. Focus on how the team overcame challenges together. Conclude with the successful outcome and your key takeaways. Now, here's how you might share your experience.
For example, during a project to upgrade a power substation's protection system, my team faced a tight deadline. I stepped up to coordinate our efforts, ensuring we used project management software for seamless updates, and we held daily briefings to address issues promptly. We finished ahead of schedule, reducing outage risks by 25%. This taught me the power of clear communication.
By the way, we're only covering a handful of questions in this video, but I've prepared a free PDF with all 30 top interview questions for Protection Engineer. It also includes example answers and tips to help you prepare with confidence. The download link is just below. Tell us about a time you had to resolve a conflict with a colleague over a technical decision. How did you handle it? This question aims to explore your conflict resolution skills, particularly in technical settings. Here are some pointers to help you prepare your response. Identify a specific conflict and the individuals involved. Clearly explain the technical decision at the center of the conflict. Outline your approach to discussing and resolving the issue. Emphasize how you listen to your colleague's perspective. Highlight the positive result or important lesson learned. Let's take a look at an example answer.
In one project, a colleague preferred a different encryption protocol than the one I suggested. I set up a meeting where we could openly discuss our viewpoints. By listening to their reasoning and sharing my concerns regarding security and compatibility, we reached a mutual decision that suited the project's needs.
Could you share an example of a complex problem you solved in protection engineering? What was your approach? This question allows interviewers to see your problem-solving abilities and how you handle complex engineering challenges. Here are some guidelines to help you structure your answer. Identify a specific complex problem you encountered. Explain your thought process and the analytical methods you use to tackle it. Highlight any tools or technologies you utilize. Discuss the results and what you learned from the experience. Connect it to the improvement of system reliability or safety. Here's how you might articulate your experience.
For instance, during a substation upgrade, I faced relay misoperations. By analyzing system data and conducting fault simulations, I identified the root cause. Recalibrating the relay settings and implementing new monitoring software reduced misoperations by 30%. This emphasized the critical role of precise settings in protection systems.
Imagine a situation where a protection relay fails during a critical operation. How would you handle the situation? This situational question evaluates your ability to respond effectively in emergency scenarios involving system failures. Consider these steps as you formulate your answer. Quickly assess the scope of the failure. Communicate with your team immediately to ensure everyone is informed. Evaluate any backup systems or alternative protection plans. Implement manual control if needed to maintain safety. Document the incident and conduct a post-event analysis to prevent future failures. Here's an example of how you can respond.
In the event of a relay failure, my first step would be to assess the failure's impact. I would notify the team promptly, review any backup protections, and switch to manual controls if necessary to ensure safety. Afterwards, I would document the incident and analyze the cause to prevent future occurrences.
You're tasked with designing a protection scheme for a new industrial facility. What factors would you consider? This question assesses your ability to design effective protection systems considering various technical and regulatory factors. Let's explore some key considerations for your response. Identify the electrical system configuration and load types. Assess potential fault types and their impacts on safety and equipment. Consider the regulatory and industry standards applicable to protection schemes. Evaluate the reliability and redundancy requirements for the facility. Ensure coordination between protective devices to maintain selectivity. Here's how you can outline your thought process.
When designing a protection scheme, I would start by analyzing the electrical system configuration and load types, as well as identifying potential faults like short circuits. I would ensure compliance with relevant standards while considering equipment protection and system reliability.
Before we wrap up, remember you can get all 30 questions, example answers, and step-by-step tips in a handy PDF. Totally free. Just grab it below.